episode 6 of the Ed and Eddy vlogs. Hey everybody, this time we're at again episode 6 season 1, and Ed Too Many and Ed and Seek. I've recorded this month and fucked up royally, so I have to record again. So here we go. Alright, so let's start with Ed Too Many. So in Ed Too Many, it's basically, starts with the boys. They're out trying to find a 4-leaf clover so they have good luck. They end up finding said 4-leaf clover right after they find like this rare flower. That comes in hand in the middle. I'll explain why. So they decide, after they get the 4-leaf clover, they want some pizza. They're hungry, so they go back to Eddy's house and they make pizza. However, as in typical Ed and Eddy fashion, that doesn't go too well. For some reason, Eddy decides to add an entire can of yeast instead of 1 teaspoon or tablespoon, like Double D said to, and the dough just expands like a motherfucker, and it just all goes to shit, basically. But at this point, a little bit before that, the rare flower I mentioned, Double D ends up, I guess, just kind of giving it off to Sarah, Ed's sister, who has a big crush on Double D. That's like a thing they established in the first episode. And she now thinks that Double D is her boyfriend. And that's literally pretty much the premise of the rest of the episode is, oh no, Sarah likes me, we gotta get away from her as quick as possible, basically. And there's being a whole kind of chase thing, kind of, sort of, all while Jimmy, who is, like, Sarah's best friend, or maybe her boyfriend, I don't fucking know, is all sad now that Sarah's ignoring him and stuff like that. So the episode ends with Eddy and Ed basically bringing Jimmy to Sarah. They, like, have him blindfolded, they blind him, and like, hey, and they run off together. As you can tell, I didn't really care for the episode. Kind of boring. It wasn't bad. I mean, there was one specific joke that did make me laugh a decent amount. It was at the start where they go to make pizza. Ed says, I'll make the sauce. Double D says, I'll make the dough. And then Ed's like, and I'll be stupid and make a mess. And I don't know, that made me kind of laugh. Because it's like, not only is Ed stupid, but he knows he's stupid. And it kind of makes it funnier to me. So, you know, gave me a decent laugh. But, yeah, so kind of a boring first half of an episode, I'm not going to lie. There wasn't too exciting. But, you know, it wasn't terrible either. I still thought it was alright. Anyways, so let's get to Ed and Seek. And Ed and Seek is basically a big hide-and-seek episode. The episode, it's Sarah, Jimmy, and ends up being the rest of the cool stack play hide-and-seek together. And Ed and Eddy, they want to join. And the only way the Eds are allowed to join is if they're it first. So they end up being it first. And then we find out that there's a home free thing, which in hide and seek, home free is like there's just one spot if you get to it. If you're hiding but you're able to get to it, you won't get caught at all, and you don't have to hide till the next round, sort of thing. So once they realize home free is a giant tree, somehow they're able to uproot it and put it into a wagon. They don't explain that, but you know, it's Ed and Eddy. You can't really have logic in that show. They end up running around with that. And the way they end up finding everybody is they, of course, cheat because they're Ed and fucking Eddy. You wouldn't expect any less. Sorry about that, guy. That was rudely interrupted there. But let's finish it off. So, yeah, so they find the kids by cheating, as I said. They have, like, these, I was going to say 3D goggles, but they're X-ray goggles. And they're able to, like, to see through everything. And they find everyone in really weird places. So, like, Kevin, kind of the badass sort of guy in the cul-de-sac. They find him in, like, the drain pipes on the side of a house that the water runs through, whatever that's called. I can't think of words. They find Ralph, the German Norwegian guy, like inside of the bag of an old lawnmower eating like the grass and everything, and so on and so forth, until they got everybody but Jimmy, and Jimmy tries to run to home free. I think I explained what that was already, maybe not. So Jimmy is running, and Jimmy's the guy at the braces, like I said. He's running there, and Ed has to go after him, and Ed ends up, like, body slamming the fucker, landing on top of him and, like, completely destroying him. It's hilarious. So after that, the boys get to hide. And so now the boys decide to hide in, like, this artificially made bush with a bunch of food and stuff. But in typical Ed and Eddy fashion, they fuck that up royally. How? Well, they have a bunch of soda pop. They're, you know, shaking the cans and spraying it all over the place. And so Ed decides to spray like 4 or 5 at the same time, causes the thing to explode, go up in the air, and then back down and destroys it. So now they basically have to run because Jimmy's done counting who's it at the moment, and has to try and find them. And so it leads to the boys trying to find a spot, going through a few different things. until they decide that because Jamie is getting close to try and run the home free. So they get the home free, which is the giant tree and the wagon. I think I mentioned that. And then the tree ends up going down a fucking hill, and we're taking out like 4 or 5 other trees and stuff, and end up just crashing into the ground. Well, at this point, Ed lifts the tree up and keeps lifting it because it keeps dropping, and it keeps hitting Eddy and Double E's head and keeps knocking them out, basically, and that's kind of where the episode ends. Again, a lot of the episode kind of ends sort of abruptly, which is, it's whatever. So yeah, that's essentially episode 6. Sorry, this video was a little bit of a mess, but hopefully after editing it won't end up too bad. It was okay. It definitely wasn't like the best episode. A bit of a downgrade after the last few decent episodes. But, I hope it gets better from here. I know there's one specific episode in this season I've heard is really good. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm looking forward to that. That's towards the end of the season, though, so we're a few episodes away from that. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you're new here, subscribe, all that stuff, like the video. Lots of stuff coming soon. I got big plans for the channel right now. A lot more time to do videos. I'm not going to exactly say why yet, but, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos now. So, yeah, take it easy, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.